something broke at Bristol, not just on the track, but inside the team, because what happened to Kyle Busch wasn't just a bad race, it was a disaster, and his reaction afterward, that's what really got everyone talking. Because this time, he didn't hold back. Bristol is not a place where things go wrong quietly. It's intense, tight, relentless. Every lap feels like pressure, every corner feels like a test. And if your car isn't right, you don't just struggle, you suffer. Coming into the race, there was already pressure building around Kyle Busch. Too many races without a win, too many missed opportunities, too many almost moments that never turned into results. And Bristol felt like a chance to change that. A track where experience matters, where skill can make a difference, where a driver like Kyle Busch should be able to fight back. But from the very beginning, something felt off. The car didn't have the pace, not the kind needed to compete at the front, not the kind needed to control the race. Lap after lap, it became more obvious. He wasn't gaining positions, he wasn't moving forward, he was stuck. And at a place like Bristol, being stuck is one of the worst positions you can be in, because traffic builds fast, pressure builds faster, and frustration, that builds the fastest. On the radio, you could start to hear it, the tone, the tension, the small signs that things weren't going the wrong direction. At first, it was controlled, short responses, focused communication trying to find solutions. But as the race went on, that control started slipping, because nothing was working. Adjustments didn't fix the problem, strategy didn't create an opportunity, and the race just kept slipping away. Every lap made it worse, because while others were finding speed, he was falling behind. And that's when frustration turns into something bigger. Because for a driver like Kyle Busch, this isn't normal. He's not used to running mid-pack. He's not used to fighting just to stay competitive. He's not used to feeling like the car isn't responding the way it should. And at Bristol, all of that became impossible to ignore. There were moments where it looked like things might improve. Small gains, brief runs where the car felt slightly better, but they didn't last. And that's what makes a race like this so difficult. It gives you just enough hope before taking it away again. As the race moved into its later stages, the situation became clear. This wasn't going to turn around. No late race comeback, no strategy miracle, no unexpected opportunity, just a long, frustrating night. And when the checkered flag finally came, the result said everything. Another race, another disappointment. But this time, it felt different. Because after the race, Kyle Busch didn't stay quiet. He spoke, and when he did, you could hear it, the frustration, the disappointment, the tension that had been building for weeks, maybe even longer. He didn't hide it behind careful words, he didn't soften the message, he made it clear, something isn't working. And when a driver says that, people listen, because this isn't just any driver, this is Kyle Busch. A champion, a competitor, someone who knows exactly what it takes to win. So when he questions the situation, it carries weight. Fans reacted immediately. Some supported him. They understood the frustration. They saw the pattern. They believed the team needed to improve. Others saw it differently. They questioned whether the pressure was affecting his mindset. They wondered if the problem was bigger than just the car. And just like that, the debate started again. Is it the team? Or is it something more? Inside Richard Childress Racing, moments like this matter, because it's not just about one race, it's about direction, it's about whether everything is aligned, dryer team, strategy, upikution, and right now, that alignment doesn't seem complete, because when everything works in NASCAR, it's obvious the car responds. The strategy fits, the driver feels confident, but when it doesn't, it looks like Bristol. And that's what makes this situation serious, because this isn't the first time, it's part of a pattern. Races where things don't come together, moments where opportunities are lost, weeks where progress feels limited, and over time, that builds not just frustration, but doubt. Doubt in the setup, doubt in the strategy, doubt in the overall direction. And when doubt enters a team, everything becomes harder, communication becomes tense, decisions become second-guessed, confidence starts to fade. That's why moments like this can't be ignored, because they don't just affect one race, they affect everything that comes after. For Kyle Busch, this is a critical point, because the longer this continues, the harder it becomes to turn around. Momentum in NASCAR is powerful. When you have it, everything feels easier. When you don't, every race feels like a struggle. Right now, it feels like a struggle, and that's why his reaction matters. Because it shows that he's not okay with where things are. He's not willing to accept average. He's not willing to wait quietly. He wants change. The question is, what kind of change? Is it adjustments within the team? Better setups? Different strategies? Or something bigger? Because when frustration reaches this level, big decisions start to feel closer. Fans are already thinking about it. What happens next? Can this be fixed? Or is this the beginning of something else? Something that leads to a major shift? Because in NASCAR, we've seen this before. Strong partnerships struggling, expectations not being met, pressure building until something finally changes. Sometimes that change leads to success, other times it leads to separation. Right now, it's too early to say what will happen, but one thing is clear: Bristol wasn't just another race, it was a moment. A moment where frustration became visible, a moment where questions became louder, a moment where the future started to feel uncertain. And in NASCAR, moments like that matter. Because they don't just tell you where things are, they tell you where things might be going. For Kyle Busch, that direction is still unclear. But one thing is certain, something needs to change. And until it does, the pressure will keep building.